What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to dive into real-time activity of private messages. The entire thing will be divided into three parts. One is handling the Laravel code, which is very simple. Then there is the front-end application Vue.js, and we also need to have a node server running which is going to talk to Redis, and using socket.io we are going to push the notifications which our Vue application will get and react to that. So let's quickly start with our server side code. In my private message controller, I have this send private message where I am saving the private message, right? So we have private message create and we are returning that. But before we do that, we need to kind of broadcast and an event which the node server will listen to. So for that, we are going to use a package which is Redis. So inside my server side code, I'm going to say composer require Redis slash Redis, and let us give it some time to install. Okay, so we have the package. Now quickly what I'm going to do is in Sublime app.config, we are going to change one of the facades from Redis to Redis. Okay, that is the only change which I'm going to do. For some reason, I don't know why, but it was not working. So I kind of changed the settings, and this worked based on some post. Anyway, so one more thing is inside env. No, env is fine. Anyway, so let's look at the code. I think for now we can skip that, and once the real implementation is there, if there is any problem, we'll fix it. So $redis equals lredis connection. I need to import this facade. So what we can do is simply do a use lredis. Okay, and then let back get back to our code here, and we'll do $redis publish message and $data. Okay, so this is a the key, and this is the value. I'm doing a publish here, and that is all that is required. Okay, let's go to here, and I'll just open my console. Okay, send private message, and let's just send it to foo test abcd and save it. So it's a success, which means there's no problem with whatever code we have written. So this was the Laravel implementation of it, and now we will switch to the node server which will be running, and we'll use socket.io for that. In here we have, what is it, client underscore labs and server underscore labs, right? So we'll create a directory called node underscore server. Okay, and then let's do npm init, and this is fine. Version is 1.0. Node socket based app. Entry point is server.js. Test command, I don't need any test command. No, I don't need git repositories. Keywords. Okay, I will leave it for now. Author. Licenses. I see. Yes, that's fine. Yes. Okay. So we have the, oh, I'm on the wrong folder. So mv package.json inside node underscore server, node underscore server. And so what do we need? We need yarn add express, we need redis, and we need socket.io. So I'll just install these modules, and once they are done, we'll come back. Okay, so as always, yarn was very fast, and everything is ready. We need to open it in our Sublime. So I'll come here and let's quickly see what is it that we need to do to set up our server. Okay. By the way, I'll first add a small git ignore, so that dot git ignore and yeah, and in that I'll have node underscore modules. Okay, so that they are not added into my git repository. Okay, and yeah, now let's go to, where is it? Okay, we haven't created server.js, which is supposed to be our entry file. So the first thing, create an app using express. Okay, this is typical node. If need any help, this code will work for you, but if you need to dive in more in details, then I would suggest you look for the node documentation. And anyway, so we have created an app, and then we will have a server which is require http, and we will send a server method where we will send this app. Okay, then we will have a variable called io, which is require socket.io, and we'll send this server here. And we have a variable called redis, which is basically require redis. Okay, now the server should listen to port 8890. Okay, so server dot listen port 8890. And because we have socket.io, we can do something like on connection function socket, and let's just say we do something like console.log new client connected. Okay, let's just test whether that works. Okay, so for this to work, we need to play around with Vue.js as well. Where is my Vue app? Okay, we need to add some packages in our Vue installation also. So where is it? It's node server. So client labs yarn add, there's a package called Vue socket.io. I think, yeah, let us check it on npm. This is it, I think. See quickly. Yes, so Vue socket.io. By the way, when I did yarn add, did it actually add it to my package.json? Yes, it did. So fine, that's correct behavior. Okay, so we have all the packages now with our new package, which is Vue socket. So let us quickly see how the installation is done. Okay, we need to do the import first, so that is the obvious thing. main.js import view socket io from socket.io. Okay, so this is the import, and oops, it must have broken. Yeah, anyways, we'll check that later. So once that is done, we need to configure this, right? So view use socket.io with the URL, right? Sorry, inside here view use, I don't need that colon, and I'll be running on localhost. So our port is 8890. Okay, so that's about it, and our app is running again. We come here, and so it says on view instances we need this socket uh, thing, right? So let us go to our view code inside components, private messages, and the inbox. Okay, in the inbox is where we need that socket. So it says we need something like sockets, right? An object. So we'll use that, and in that it says connect custom emit. So basically these are the event listeners, we can call them. So I will have something like message. But actually, you know what? Let's first see if we are actually connecting to it, because we have done that use in our main.js, right? So I think that should work. Let us see. So okay, there is some problem. Yeah, I haven't spin up the instance. So go back here in our node server, node server.js says where server, there is some problem, is it? um oh, I missed this. So try that again. I think it's running. Let's come here and refresh. So new client connected, this is coming, right? So which means we are in this block. Okay, fine. So let us first see how we can handle this code. Okay, then we'll go into view, because the emit we have already kind of handled. So after console we will do var redis client equals redis dot create client. Okay, and then redis client, sorry, redis client dot subscribe. We have a method like subscribe, sub subscribe. Okay, and in that same message. So this is the kind of the client and the channel, not actually the channel, but anyways. So once this is done, redis client dot on, this is where we are handling the events. So on message I'll have this channel and message. Okay, so basically this is the key. Okay, on event. So if you see in our Laravel code, we have this publish message and then data, and that's the reason when we come here on the key, this is the callback or the function which will be executed. So I'll get the channel name and the value, the dollar data in here. So why don't we first do a console.log new message in queue. Okay, and we will look at the channel and the message. Fine. So this should be visible because so far we are not doing anything in Vue. I'll just restart the server once. Come here, send. And let's save it. And we see the data. So new message in queue, the channel which we printed out, it came as message, and then the message actual, the data object is printed. So we are getting whatever is required. Now the next thing which we need to do is we need to emit it from here. So socket dot emit the channel and the message. Okay, fine. So this is pretty much what we require for at least the real time updation of the inbox with any new message. Okay, um, so now let's look into our Vue implementation. You know what, I'll create a second episode because it's already more than 15 minutes. So in the next video we will look at the Vue implementation. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.